Welcome back. There's only one roofing company in Colorado that is recognized as the National Roofing Contractor of the Year. The couple behind Academy Roofing credits its employees for making that honor happen. Kurt and Susie Boyd say their commitment to excellence and education have made them a successful and reputable roofing company.
I take a lot of pride in the fact that we really work hard to educate our people, not only our sales team, but our administrative team, as well as our installers.
Kurt and Susie Boyd have been running Academy Roofing for nearly 30 years here in Colorado. Kurt says it is important for every one of his employees to know about roofing.
Our administrative people in our office take the same Roofing 101 courses from the National Association that our installers do, so that they have a familiarity with what we're doing. They come out and come to the job sites just like we are today, so they understand what our guys go through to deliver the products.
Susie points out that their commitment to customer service comes from their own experience with having roofing work done at their home.
I was inside and literally I'm like, okay, this is what people go through, and it gave me a much better understanding of how people feel about having it done and how frightening it must be for them, why it's important that you do, make sure that you've got a company who really is going to take care of your home in every respect.
When people come to my home, I'm probably the worst homeowner in the world to have to deal with because I'm picky, and I think because I am picky about the way people do their work for me, on a personal level, I think that I'm particular about it too, because I know how picky people react to things.
Even if you don't choose to work with Academy Roofing after making that first phone call, they want to make sure you do choose a licensed, quality company.
Because one of the first things we do is send out to anybody who requests an estimate from us a letter telling them how to choose a contractor. And what we tell people from the start is, even if you don't choose us, do your homework so that you choose a good contractor. You're not putting someone on your roof that really doesn't have the background or experience to be there.
I think a lot of times people, as I say, they assume that all contractors are the same and don't do their homework. And I've seen people make a roofing decision quicker than they would make a decision on buying a new couch. And it's such a large investment, and it protects your largest investment, which is your home, that it's so important to understand where that money's going and be prudent about how it's being done. And it's important to choose a contractor like Academy Roofing that takes that care.
When you choose to work with Academy Roofing, they'll take the time to make sure you understand every step of the process.
I think our first job is to identify what their needs are. Why are they calling? Is it because they have water intrusion? Is it because they've had a hail or wind event? Is it a real estate transaction? Or is it just time to put a new roof on their home?
We help them choose colors, which we find is one of the most frightening things for people. They're so afraid of putting a roof on their house that when it gets done, they're going to be like, oh, we don't like the color, we're not happy with this or that.
Once we present them with whatever the proposal is that they're asking for, we're available to answer any questions. We try not to talk in roofing terms. We try to talk in normal everyday terms, because we're supposed to know the roofing terms and our customers not supposed to know those terms. At that point, they sign the proposal, send it in. We set it up in our office as a job. Then it's basically turned over to our production manager, the guy that's going to be out here in the field dealing with the customer on a day-to-day basis. He sets up a walkthrough before our crews ever come, and then it's time to go to work. We pull the permit, we come out and get to work. We typically don't have large crews on a job. It's unusual for us to have more than 2 or 3 men on a site at any one time. So with that in mind, the jobs tend to take a little bit longer than some companies, but I think there's less disruption for the customer. And with a more controlled pace, we have more control over the way the work's being done. Once the work is done, we schedule a walkthrough with the customer if they would like one. We check all the areas, make sure that everything's back the way they wanted, and that they're satisfied with their roof. And hopefully at that point we send them a bill and they pay us.
Kurt not only makes sure his employees are educated properly, but also works to educate the public and other roofing contractors.
My role in the Colorado Roofing Association as president, I felt, was to help educate our contractors so that we become more astute in terms of not only doing business, but the business of doing roofing, and trying to you know, up the level of the contractors who want to do a good job, who want to be legitimate business entities, and kind of, I guess, upgrade the image that we have as contractors.
Then a huge honor came last year when Roofing Contractor magazine honored Academy Roofing as National Residential Roofing Contractor of the Year.
At the end of a year where economically, you know, things had been difficult, and that everybody in the company was, you know, they're on edge, they're nervous, nobody knows what's down the road a month or so. It was really a great uplift for all of our employees who just worked so hard to get us to where we are. So we were so proud of not only the honor, but really proud of our employees for their contributions to it.
From installers all the way to Kurt and Susie, Academy Roofing has relied on the time-tested qualities of hard work and honesty.
I think in terms of being honest and treating people the way we'd want to be treated, I think that's something that we've tried very hard to do throughout our whole career.
Academy Roofing has been working in Colorado for nearly 30 years. It focuses on Metro Denver, but has done work in Boulder, Fort Collins, Springs, and the mountain communities. Call them today at 303-360-0708 or visit their website at academyroofinginc.com. Mention Haystack when you call during the month of May and get free gutter cleaning service for a year with the purchase of a roof replacement. That's a $500 value. The number again is 303-360-0708. Academy Roofing paid for this segment.